I asked a girl to go to the gym with me for our first date, and she didn't show up. I guess we're not going to work out. You can always find something to do while you are waiting. Just walk around where people are bench pressing and eventually you'll spot her.
Every time I go to the gym I see the same people who are always in the same place with their gym bags. It's as if they are squatters.
I see what you did there. Nice build-up of muscles.
Doing some squat thrusts with 2 big old dumbbells isn't as easy just picking up one at the bar. The other patrons.
She probably thought it was a stretch for a date activity.
It doesn't seem too bad. You need to be flexible these days.
Maybe she was just running late.
Well damn, she needs to pull the weight then.
Maybe you should set your bars lower. I'm not sure what gains you get by doing that. I've got a date you can stretch for an activity.
I had to give gold because this was just such a beautiful joke. It made me exhale through my nostrils slightly.
You're better off. Can't do all the heavy lifting in this relationship by yourself.
You should raise the bar.
Her loss is your gains. You might want to lower that bar now.
Don't sweat it, dude.
r/angry upvote.
r/happy downvote.
Huh. I went to that sub and the first thing I see is an ad, which I downvoted. Good lad.
I'm conflicted about this comment. Does it want to be upvoted or downvoted?
I didn't know it was an actual sub, so I checked its description. So as I understand, it's about being happy with your own comment getting downvoted.
I like your comment but I'm confused about mine getting downvoted lol.
Reddit is weird sometimes. Smile.
I'm fine with the downvote but I don't get why it happened.
That's a weight off your shoulders. You have Breda's profile picture.
I know, lol, I bake and get people fat. I didn't show up at the gym.
It's too bad he waited that long.
No, today was leg day.
So how are she and Jim doing?
While you were on the mat at the gym, she was on mat from the gym. Maybe he was inside gym?
Maybe has bicep, we never can tell for sure.
This joke weighted Matt down, and weighted you down. This was a damn heavyweight joke, perhaps breaking the weightlifting record.
What's a pirate's favorite letter? The letter P. Without it he's irate.
It is also an R, but missing a leg.
You may think you're correct thinking it's an R, but if you actually ask a pirate they tell you their true love is the sea.
Can we get the pirate speech bot in here?
matey.
So a weird cue?
I'd
matey. rrrrgh.
You like him boo ah ha 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 ha.
A pirate's favorite letter is a C.
What's a pirate's least favorite letter? We regret to inform you that we've detected illegal downloading from your IP address.
I thought it was. We've been trying to reach you about your ship's extended warranty.
This joke, this one here? Actually funny.
r/with their yoke. What is 8 legs, 8 arms, and 8 eyes? 8 pirates.
So I'm at the bar, and a guy with one eye and a hook prosthetic for his left hand sits down next to me. We get to drinking and he starts telling me the story of his injuries. He lost his hand in a fishing accident. He was pulling up a fish over the side of the boat and just then a shark took a bite out of the fish and his hand. That sucks, I said. Yeah, he said, then the next week a seagull poop landed in his eye. I didn't think that would blind you, I said. First week with the hook, he replied.
See Dustin Hoffman in Little Big Man.
You'd think it'd be R, but it'd be the C.
This is the version I was expecting.
For sure. I nailed my nephews with that one once but they are stupid baby idiots.
Can confirm. This guy's nephews are stupid baby idiots.
You'd think it'd be C, but 'tis actually I. I've always heard it, but his first love will always be the sea.
Everyone always gets it wrong. While you're lost at sea, it's not P but without it, being irate. It's not even RRRRRR. Without it there's no RH. Keep going, you're so close to your treasure. X marks the spot. Ha, I kill me. Alf.
Also eats cats.
You caught that. Ha.
True, matey, but a pirate's real love will always be the sea.
Ah. You'd think it's but it's really the sea.
That is also why pirates can't learn the alphabet, they always get lost at sea.
Slightly better delivery, best with pirate accent, most think it be R, but a pirate's true love be the sea.
Lol, smiley face.
I, Captain. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Upped for being unexpected.
A man summons a genie from a lamp. The genie says he'll grant 3 wishes. The man's first wish is for infinite wishes. Well, the genie tells the man that he can't wish for more wishes. So the man wishes for an umbrella. The genie does so and then asks, why do you need an umbrella? The man then says, now shove it up your ass. With a painful groan the genie does so. He then says, okay weirdo, what next? The man then says, now give me more wishes before I make you open the umbrella.
Why not just get unlimited genies? Win-win.
Unlimited magic lamps. Wishing that you can wish for more wishes, etc. The list goes on.
A guy walks into a bar one day and he can't believe his eyes. There, in the corner, there's this 1-foot-tall man, in a little tuxedo, playing a tiny grand piano. The guy asks the bartender, where'd he come from? And the bartender's like, there's a genie in the men's room who grants wishes. The guy runs into the men's room and, sure enough, there's this genie. And the genie's like, your wish is my command. So the guy's like, okay, I wish for world peace. And there's this big cloud of smoke, and then the room fills up with geese. The guy walks out of the men's room and he's like, hey, bartender, I think your genie might be hard of hearing. And the bartender's like, no kidding. You think I wished for a 12-inch pianist?
Noise.
Approved.
First wish, guy says, I want to be rich. Genie, okay rich, what's your next wish? Rich, I want a lot of money.
Change out man for Karen.
I want to speak to the genie manager.
The genie Karanager.
Why not write a list of all the things you want and use one wish asking for the list to be wished?
One wish still remains.
To get drunk with HS friends.
Husband and wife walk home silently after a strong argument. Suddenly, they see 2 pigs on the side of the road. Husband just asks, hey, I think I've seen them already, aren't they your relatives? The wife answers, yes, you are correct. My parents-in-law.
I heard a version of that. A couple were having a heated argument while driving through the countryside. They passed a field where donkeys were grazing. The husband points to the donkeys and says, relatives of yours? Wife goes, yes. By marriage.
R.I.P. Norm. Well, your eyesight is damn near perfect. You dirty dog.
Why were the pigs arriving so suddenly?
Because one pig said to the that job.
Don't get it, sorry.
The wife says parents-in-law, which means the husband's parents.
Just not that funny.
Unless you are married.
Bus stop. A woman walks across a busy intersection at the crosswalk to walk over to the bus stop, but an Uber hits her and she is pronounced dead on the scene. She finds herself at the pearly gates, being greeted by God. He looks her up and down, and says, strange. It's not your time. I'm sending you back. Sending me back? How long until it is my time? She asks. Don't worry, you have many, many more years until it is your time. You will live until age of 108. She returns to her body back on Earth, just how it was before the accident. She stands up, unharmed, with a huge smile on her face, and immediately heads to the plastic surgeon. She gets a facelift, a tummy tuck and a full body makeover. If I'm going to live to the age of 108, I might as well look my best. After all the surgeries, procedures, and makeovers are finished, she looks absolutely amazing. The next day, she's hit by a semi-truck and dies instantly. Once again, she is at the pearly gates and is greeted by God. What's this about? You said I will live until age 108. God looks her up and down again and says, well, I didn't recognize you.
I heard this as Moishe, a devout Orthodox Jew, who gets a new job at a bank. His friend persuades him that he will do much better, and get ahead faster, if he dresses in a regular suit, shaves his beard and cuts off his pierce, the long curly sideburns. He is very reluctant, because he is very devout, but is persuaded to at least give it a try. On his first day, he is crossing the street when he's hit by a bus and dies. When he gets to heaven, he says to God, "Why did you forsake me, me of all your most devout servants?" God goes, "Moishe, I didn't recognize you."
This is the 7th time I've laughed at this joke.
I thought it was going to go a different direction, something along the lines of all of the skin grafts used in your cosmetic procedures were taken from a 108-year-old.
Are pirates ass men or titmen ass men? It's all about the quality of the booty, not the size of the chest. Came up with this a few months ago and keep forgetting to post it. Edit, spelling.
It's all about the plunder down under. As long as it's not a sunken chest and no booty.
Amen.
A bigger chest just means you get someone to help. Army matey.
Real pirates always go for the booty. We like big booty and we cannot lie. There's treasure hidden inside.
I always figured they were seamen.
I hear they like a tight bunghole manned by the barrel boy.
Unless they met the mermaids, then the pirates are tit men.
Because they're always saying us.
You say they are ass men, but they sure live walking into booby traps.
This joke is so old you didn't came up with it, but remember it, prob.
Nice joke.
Boobs, tummies and thighs.
This is funny and clever, I like it.
All the seamen are going in for the big booty. And Tarshi blows.
I thought this was Rslash ass credit for a second there.
Ag 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 ag, Mr. Eugene Krabs, I'm a hearty a good pirate joke, yeah. XD.
There is a man, he is dying in his bed in his home. He smells something amazing. It's the smell of his favorite chocolate chip cookies. And with his last strength, he gets out of bed, and he goes to the kitchen, where his wife of 50 years, is cooking these beautiful chocolate chip cookies. And they are on a plate, 4 of them, just out of the oven. And with his last human strength, he reaches over to take one of the cookies, and his wife sees him, she rushes over, she slaps his hand, and she says, "No, they are for the funeral."
Now off you go to get washed and dressed, the guests will be arriving soon.
Later that week, at the funeral, the woman bursts out laughing. People ask her why she's laughing. She responds, "We've been married 30 years, and this is the first time I know where he's going."
Only 4 cookies? She must be planning a small private ceremony.
Like one for herself and rest for Holy Trinity?
Die already.
An alternate version could be that he's waiting for a doctor to come to conduct an assisted suicide.
Trip. A man was getting a haircut prior to a trip to Rome. He mentioned the trip to the barber, who responded, "Rome? Why would anyone want to go there? It's crowded and dirty and full of Italians. You're crazy to go to Rome. So, how are you getting there?" "We're taking TWA, was the reply. "We got a great rate." "TWA?" exclaimed the barber. "That's a terrible airline. Their planes are old, their flight attendants are ugly, and they're always late. So, where are you staying in Rome?" "We'll be at the Downtown International Marriott." "That dump. That's the worst hotel in the city. The rooms are small, the service is surly and they're overpriced. So, what are you doing when you get there?" We're going to go to see the Vatican and we hope to see the Pope. That's rich, laughed the barber. You and a million other people trying to see him. He'll look the size of an ant. Boy, good luck on this lousy trip of yours. You're going to need it. A month later, the man again came in for his regular haircut. The barber asked him about his trip to Rome. It was wonderful, explained the man. Not only were we on time in one of TWA's brand new planes, but it was overbooked and they bumped us up to first class. The food and wine were wonderful, and I had a beautiful 28-year-old stewardess who waited on me hand and foot. And the hotel, it was great. They had just finished a $25 million remodeling job and now it's the finest hotel in the city. They, too, were overbooked, so they apologized and gave us the presidential suite at no extra charge. Well, muttered the barber, I know you didn't get to see the Pope. Actually, we were quite lucky, for as we toured the Vatican, a Swiss guard tapped me on the shoulder and explained that the Pope likes to personally meet some of the visitors, and if I'd be so kind as to step into his private room and wait, the Pope would personally greet me. Sure enough, 5 minutes later the Pope walked through the door and shook my hand. I knelt down as he spoke a few words to me. Really? Asked the barber. What did he say? He said, where'd you get the lousy haircut?
The Pope. I'm not sure who he's, BT I saw Dave there. Damn, that's a callback not everyone will get.
Dave was definitely not there.
This made me laugh out loud because every time I even read /hear Pope, no matter what, I think of Dave.